Sorry about that. Had to fix the lights a little bit. Welcome, Knicks Nation. Happy Sunday to you. And for those of you celebrating the holiday, happy holidays to you. Welcome, Angria, Kubar Dobbins, King Ribby, Donnell, Miss Edwards, Jude, Steven, Alawise, June Man 15, Yuri Ark, Upright Sound Music. How y'all doing? The only DM Dawson, Cool Kyle G, John Pettit, son from Brooklyn, my brother. Guilford McCormick, my brother, Mr. William 1072, Andrew Abraham, Mr. Sosa, J.R. Costa, my fellow Floridian, Deshaun Wilson. How are y'all doing? I hope all of you are enjoying your weekend. And Keith Watkins, welcome from the ATL. I hope all you enjoying your weekend, Ms. Lee, and that your family is safe and healthy, and you are safe and healthy. Ad Sadiq, how you doing? Kervin Legger, how you doing? So last week, Nesto, how you doing from the UK or across the pond? Ooh, it's 9 o'clock over there. All right. Miss Bernadette Lumley, how you doing? Last week we talked about 4 players that could make a difference in the Detroit series. Alfonso, who care? What's up? Mark Martin, how you doing? People still coming in. How y'all doing? We talked about Landry Shamet. We talked about Deuce McBride. We talked about Mitchell Robinson, right? We talked about OG Anunoby, the book, and Mikal Bridges, the Wingstop. Yesterday, campaign. First of all, Thibs surprised me. He went with 9 yesterday. He went with 9. So he went with 9 players, and he added Cameron Payne to the rotation. Good thing he did. He added Cameron Payne to the rotation, and that was a major difference. And then, of course, OG Anunoby guarding Cade Cunningham was the key that we thought it was going to be. Cunningham went 8 for 21, and that wasn't because he just had a bad shooting night. OG Anunoby was all in his ass, and that was the difference. And of course, I was watching the game with my cousin and my mom's yesterday, and Karl Anthony Towns was getting done up for a minute, right? He was getting done up, and I was like, come on, we got to put MitchRob in there. And as soon as Mitchell Robinson came in there, the whole complexion of the game changed. Just him being there. One time, he was just standing under the basket, and it caused Detroit to do what we talk about, hesitate before they started coming in, and it took a bad shot just because he was there. Okay. And so, and then of course we saw the after the rebound dunk, the steal, the blocks. I mean, and he only played, it looked like he played more than 18 minutes, but he only played about 18 minutes yesterday. But it was bigger than the 18 minutes. And the thing, one of the things that amazed, well, I guess I was a little bit surprised. After the game, Cade Cunningham said, they haven't played any different against us than they played all year. That's what he said. Y'all see that? He said, they haven't played anything different against us than they played all year. And I thought to myself, Mitchell Robinson never played them. And is he trying to say that Mitchell Robinson, it doesn't make any difference? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And not only that, we understand this is playoff basketball. This ain't the regular season. But this is the thing about Cat Abraham. He mentioned his defense. It sucked for 3 quarters. But for some reason, the 4th quarter came and homie turned into Mitchell Robinson. It was crazy. Cat started playing some defense. He started getting key rebounds, got a steal. I mean, I was like, wait, is this Cat? Oh my gosh, man. I mean, he was the real catalyst in the 4th quarter. He really was the catalyst in the 4th quarter. And I'm not even talking about offensively, though he was dynamic offensively. It was his defense, though. It was his defense in the 4th quarter. And do you know, I was watching the game, Cameron Payne went to the basket and got fouled by Malik Beasley. He got up off the floor. Did y'all see? And he was telling Malik Beasley, "Who the fuck are you?" And like he was jumping in his face. And then he hit and I told my mom, I said, "You don't want to get him pissed off." And right after that, he went on a run. Right after that, he went on a run. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, man. I mean, Cameron Payne. And I told some of y'all during the course of the season, some people's like, he takes bad shots. And I said, he's being paid to take the shots that you see him take. And come playoff time, you're going to be very happy that he takes them. And look at where we at. And we ain't done yet. This is the thing, too. I don't know if Detroit can play any better than they played yesterday. They played really. Detroit, the only difference in Detroit was Cade Cunningham. Everything else was the same. Look at this. Look at this. They got 20 free throws to the Knicks 17. They shot 47% from three to the Knicks 39. Okay. They took 32 threes to the Knicks 26. They out-rebounded the Knicks 37-36. Now, the Knicks forced 21 turnovers on them. That was huge. But overall, their main players shot the ball well, and the Knicks still won. Now, this is the thing. I stick with what I've been saying. Now, the Knicks got game one. Detroit has to get game two. If Detroit loses game two, this series is over in 5 games. If Detroit loses game 2 tomorrow night, this series is over in 5 games. Okay? If they were able to win tomorrow, I'm still taking the Knicks in 6. But they have to win tomorrow. Now, and I thought they would have to leave Tobias open. The thing I didn't expect is for Malik to go off the way he did. I thought they would be really shading toward Cade with OG Anunoby and Malik Beasley. I thought they would do that. And so Malik ended up having 20, hitting 6 threes yesterday. And so I was thinking, man, if they block Malik, you're going to have to let Tobias have a shoot. And they were letting Tobias have a shoot, but Tobias was going off yesterday. Yeah, he was going off yesterday. So we're going to see. I'll tell you what. This is what you got to think about, Knicks Nation. What if you were Detroit, okay? You're Detroit Pistons. You're JB Bickerstaff. What adjustments are you going to make for game 2? Think of yourself, you're JB Bickerstaff and his coaching staff. What adjustments are you going to make for game 2? Because the only thing I could think of, they're going to have to make Cade Cunningham a playmaker. That's right, Yuri Ark. I like that. Because if you try to go straight at OG, you're going to run into a brick wall, and that's what he was doing. That's right. They got to keep they had 21 turnovers yesterday. They got a low, but at the same time, they do have to keep the turnovers low. Isaac Levy is right, but that's a function of the Knicks defense as well, right? That's a function of the Knicks defense. I mean, the Knicks defense was all up in their grill. Yeah, I mean, really. And they wanted to be physical. Okay, we got physical. And then you saw what happened. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. See, and see, so you're right. They got to make Cade has got to become more of a playmaker, and they got to lower the turnovers. I agree. So OG is still going to guard Cade, which means that your ancillary pieces, your Josh Harts, your Brunsons, and your Cat especially, you really got to guard your man. Right. And Deuce wasn't even good yesterday. I mean, he was good defensively. He always, like I said, defense is a constant with Deuce. But offensively, he was totally out of it. And that's what I mean. Deuce ain't going to stay like that for the whole series. That ain't going to happen. So I'm saying, man, and if I'm the Knicks, I try to open up the next game going through Cat. What y'all think? I think they should go through Cat. I think they should counter Detroit by having Cat attack who's ever guarding him. That I don't think it was no coincidence. Did you see Jalen Duren got 2 quick fouls? He got 2 quick fouls. He ended up with 4 or 5 by the end of the game. He got 2 quick fouls, and that was because he was trying to guard Cat. Then they put beef stew on Cat, and that was a disaster too. And then Mitchell Robinson came and brought, and this is another thing. This is the thing I like about Mitchell Robinson with Cameron Payne and Shamet. How do you game plan for Mitchell Robinson? See, he's not starting. So you got a game plan for him coming off the bench. That's difficult to do. That means your second unit has to be ready, or your first unit has to play extended minutes. Okay, so you got a game plan for Mitchell Robinson. That's gonna be rough. Maverick, what's up? Joshua 102-888, what's up? Craig Ward, yeah, and Aaron, Craig Ward, Aaron, how you doing? Yeah, so could have been born to guard Harry. No, Aaron, he couldn't. You don't really, I mean, you very rarely do that, and you definitely don't want to do it in a playoff situation. You got Josh Hart, you got Deuce, you got McCall. They just need to step up. You know, you can't just take them out and put Precious in. It ain't that. You don't do that in the league, in the playoffs. You keep it the way it is. If somebody gets hurt, you bring Precious in, but Precious out the rotation for this series anyway. Precious out the rotation. He was DECD. He was DMPCD yesterday. And the lack of playoff experience by their young team. I mean, did you see the Thompson boy missed a dunk? And a dunk, a basket they needed. He missed a dunk. And they did. Why did Mitch play so? Mitch played 18 minutes. I mean, yeah, but let's just wait, Isaac Levy. Let's wait. I think, first off, to answer your question, what Isaac Levy is, why did Mitch play such few minutes? I thought Mitch would have played in the fourth, but Thibs don't like to, you got to extend the game. Thibs don't like to change when something's working. Cat was manning the defense in the fourth quarter. You don't want to take him out. You hear what I'm saying? If Cat was tired, okay. But Cat wasn't asking to come out. He was locking down on defense in the fourth, and they were rolling. You don't change that, see? So Mitch had played for the first 3 quarters, 18 minutes. I thought he would have played 5 or 6 minutes in the fourth, but once you saw that unit rolling in the fourth, you don't change that. You don't touch that. You let that roll, and that's what he did. You let that roll, man. That's why he didn't play the fourth quarter. If the Pistons, if it wasn't a 21-0 run, maybe MitchRob would have played. But it was a 21-0 run. You don't make no run like that and take them cats out. You ball with them, especially you in the playoffs now. This is the fourth quarter. You let them go, man. So that's why Precious couldn't come in and guard Harris. Harris only really hurt us the first 3 quarters. I don't think he was a factor down the stretch. What y'all think? I don't think Tobias Harris was a big factor down the stretch. But now Thompson and Beasley were being very physical with Jalen Brunson. Let me tell you why that's a good thing. That's good. Brunson now has to understand this is how it's going to be. Okay? And then Brunson has to make an adjustment for that. He's got to understand he's not going to get, what's up, Ruggs 89? He's not going to get calls like he wants. They're going to be aggressive with him. One time, Thompson rolled him out of bounds, and there wasn't no foul. It wasn't no foul. That's what I'm saying. Tobias was key in the first 3 quarters. He didn't play no role in the fourth. There was no need to bring Precious in for him. That was fine. We just need to ride that out. But Brunson's got to adjust a little bit. And I'm saying that because I know he will. Brunson's got to adjust, and he's got to be tougher. He got to know they're gonna be very aggressive with him. He's got to know that, right? So that's an adjustment the Knicks have to make. The 3-point defense was still, he's foul, but that's his game, right, John Pett? I mean, you're right. He was foul hunting, and they wasn't buying it. He's got to adjust. He was foul hunting, but they wasn't buying it. He ended up how many times he went to the line yesterday, Brunson? He ended up going to the line 10 times. So, I mean, that was all right. It wasn't like, that's about normal for him. I mean, that's actually a little higher. So I think he got a little bit more success out of it. But a couple of times he was foul hunting, but that's his game. He does that. So, but he also realizes they're going to let them be a little bit more aggressive with him. Yeah, Schroeder being tough. They're going to be tough, man. I like it because it sets a tone that now the Knicks know what, okay, you know how the ref's going to run this. You know what to expect from the Pistons. You got to, you're going to have to respond to that. And so it's good. And we still won the game yesterday. That's what I'm saying. We could get better, and we still won the game yesterday. I'm wondering, what adjustment can they make for Mitchell Robinson? I don't think they got any. Okay. I don't think they got any. So we're going to see how this is. This is going to be interesting. So you're going to see OG guard Cade in game 2, like he did in game 1. And he did a bang up job. Don't you think? I think OG did a hell of a job. 8 for 21 is 8 for 21. Okay. He did a hell of a job against Cade yesterday. So we're going to need that to continue. And if you'll recall, last year, OG was doing that, but then he got hurt and he came back and he was trying to come back too soon. Hurt his hammy, hurt his elbow. Y'all remember? And so it was a little bit tough, man. But he ain't like that this year. So he going to be up in Cade behind all series long. And so we're going to see how this works out, man. Yeah, Bridges left a little to be desired yesterday. You're right. And D51, he got bully balled a couple times, and he seemed a little bit off his game yesterday. I agree with that. But I'm not worried about McCall. I really am not. I'm not at all. He's too much of a pro. Been around too long. I'm not worried about him. He going to get his. I'm not worried about McCall. I'm not worried about Shamet either or Deuce. They didn't have, none of them had tremendous games yesterday. But they'll be fine. They're going to be all right. That's the thing. The Knicks did not play their best game yesterday. And they did a 21-0 run. The Knicks did not play their best game yesterday. And they ran 21-0. Okay. So Corey Lindsay asked, do I think the third and the fourth going to be key for Knicks? I don't know. It's game to game, Corey, but they're going to all be grinds. So you're going to always have a third and a fourth. This is the playoffs. So don't expect any blowouts. This is the playoffs. Everybody's going to be kicking and clawing and scratching and bumping and pulling and all that. Did you see Jalen Brunson first foul? Got a handful of, who was it? He got a handful of somebody's jersey and pulled it in the very front of the ref. Didn't act like he don't know what's happening. So that's going to continue. So every game is going to be a grind, So I wouldn't expect any blowouts in the playoffs. Okay. I wouldn't expect any blowouts in the playoffs, but it's going to be a grind. And our guys are going to be all right. Like I said, okay, it's one game. On to the next one, on to the next one. See, I win global. Speak some dumbass shit right here. I win global. What you talking about, man? Play 82 games, boy, average 18. What you talking about? Against bum teams. You're a bum ass fan. Bum ass. Hell out of here. I saw some quote, wasn't on my channel. I was watching one of the highlights. And some dude talking about, if it was against a better team, they may not have come back. I'm like, what kind of fan is that? So your team pulls out a win going 21-0 run in the fourth quarter of the playoffs, and the first thing come out your mouth is, well, if it was against a better team, then it may not happen like that. It's like, what kind of fan is that? Those are the assholes I don't like on my channel. What kind of fan is that? Why? Who says stuff like that? You're supposed to be supporting your team. It's crazy, man. Yeah, but it's ridiculous, Guilford. It really is. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, New York state of mind. That is absolutely true. And the excuses are coming from Cade Cunningham, Tobias Harris, JB Bickerstaff. And you know what? I like that. Keep making excuses. See, when Thibs loses, he said, we were not good. We just got to fix what's wrong and get better. Isn't that what Thibs said? He said, we were not good. We just got to fix what's wrong and we got to make it fix it and get it better and make it right. This guy was like, well, they played this, we did that, and this, we didn't do that. Come on, man, get out of here, man. You lost. Next game. This is the playoffs. Next game. You right, Lonnie. Yeah, I can't argue. I wish that was not true, but that is true. What you're saying is true. And Detroit is a good team. It wasn't like, I mean, do we really expect the Knicks to just blow Detroit out? Detroit's too good, man. You ain't gonna be blowing them out. They're the 6th seed in the East for a reason, and they was pushing for the 5th seed. So you ain't gonna just blow them out, man. They're a good team. You got to give it to them. JB Bickerstaff, he got chased out of Cleveland, but he landed in Detroit and landed well. I mean, he got them boy playing good ball. So the strategy's got to be the same. OG has got to guard Cade. You got to cut down on turnovers. And didn't I tell you, Cat's got to drop back. I don't know why this fool ends up going. He gets in a pick and he runs out to the 3-point line and he leaves us behind wide open. It's like, could you please drop back? Just drop back. So that was the thing. They got to make them adjustments like that. I was noticing that. I was like, what is he doing? Please step back. And then he started stepping back. And then the defense went up a couple of notches because he's too big, man. He is so big that it's hard to box him out. And so he gets big rebounds in traffic simply because he's big and strong. You know what I'm saying? Cat knows how to use big and strong underneath the basket for rebound. And he was doing that yesterday. He was bully balling them rebounds, though, especially on the defensive end. It was Corey Lynch. It was a really good comeback win. Really good comeback win. Yeah, so Cat was that defense in the fourth quarter. I don't know. This season, I have not seen him play defense like that. I don't know if it was the playoffs. I don't know if it was the crowd at MSG. I don't know if it was the memory of his dear moms or whatever it was. I ain't seen him play defense like that. And the first 3 quarters playing normal Cat defense. But in the fourth quarter, homie was, I was like, look at Cat. Whoa. I was like, wow, man, that was something else, man. So yeah, that was good. Man. That was good. He did really good in the fourth quarter. So I'm hoping we can continue that. Yeah, Everhart, it's going to happen. This is a 7-game series, man. It's going to happen. I could tell Deuce was a little tight. I could tell he was wound a little tight, and it came out because his shots weren't just off. They were way past the rim. They were too much strength. His shots were off like that. They weren't short like a guy retired. They were too strong. He was hyped. He just needs to ease into it. He'll be all right. Deuce will be all right. I ain't worried about Deuce. Clint Stewart. With all due respect, my brother, this is not the time of year to be talking about finding minutes for somebody. That ain't what you do now. What you do right now is you win. You understand what I'm saying, bro? You do not. It ain't about finding minutes for somebody. They didn't need Precious yesterday. They didn't use him. They needed campaign, and they used him. So I'm saying, but no, this ain't the time of year to be trying to find minutes for somebody. This ain't that. This is the time of year you trying to win, period. And you want people out there that's going to help you win, period. Yesterday, it was Cameron Payne. That was it. So they did the thing. They did run the set with Deuce, Brunson, Cat, MitchRob. I forgot who the other guy was. Might have been Josh Hart. But they did run a set with that. And it was somewhat effective. Not as effective as it's been. But I think that's because they was all a little tight. And I think that's going to be good. Yeah, the defense for Deuce is a constant. You're not going to catch him sleeping, okay? So defense was there, always there. Defense for Shamet was there. Defense for Deuce was there. Defense is going to be there, okay? The only one that I felt a little weaker on defense was our boy McCall. He got bullied a little bit. But, he's going to have to wake up. I'm not worried about him, but I didn't like that. I was like, come on, McCall. Come on, baby. We got to step up better than that, baby. We got to do our thing, man. So I think he'll be all right. But Cameron Payne, as soon as Malik started talking mess to him, he lit a fire that turned into a forest fire flame. But he got up and he was cursing at him. And it was like, I was like, oh, shoot, you just messed up there. You just messed up. Oh, yes. And Josh Hart started doing Josh Hart stuff in the fourth quarter as well. Josh Hart was doing Josh Hart stuff, finishing breaks, cutting, getting the passes, and finishing at the rim. Josh Hart was doing Josh Hart stuff. Yeah. And we do need Mikal Bridges to do something with Beasley. Beasley, for his credit, I got to say, Beasley was coming with that dog attitude you want your boys to have, wasn't it? Beasley was pushing Brunson around, pushing Mikal Bridges around. Beasley came to play. Okay, Beasley came to play. And so I got to give Beasley credit, right? Beasley showed up to play yesterday. He wasn't taking no prisoners. 6 threes, and he was bully balling Mikal, and he was rolling up on Brunson and mugging him. And then it was almost like he was saying, what? He was rolling up on Brunson and mugging him and saying, what? Beasley came to play yesterday. Okay. Beasley did come to play. So, yeah, McCall's going to have to come back, show out a little bit. And listen, I got total confidence in Mikal Bridges. I am not worried about him being like this every game in the series. I'm totally not. So don't worry about Mikal Bridges. He's going to be all right. He really is. I'm not worried about him. I ain't worried about him at all. He from the Ville. Where are you talking about, Michael Hart? What Ville you talking about? Everybody got a Ville. What Ville you talking about? Brownsville? He ain't from Brownsville. Amityville? What Ville you talking about? Where you from? Oh, Villanova. Nah, Beasley ain't go to Villanova. Beasley went to Florida State. Beasley's from Florida State. He played for Leonard Hamilton, Michael Beasley. Yeah. That's why he tough. Nah, Beasley's a Florida State boy. That's what. Oh, I'm absolutely sure. Beasley's a Florida State. Malik Beasley's Florida State. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Malik, now you're gonna get me looking. But I know Malik Beasley is Florida State. That's the Florida State boy. He come out of Leonard Hamilton program. I'm telling you right now. Let me look at it. Detroit, Florida State, 2015, 2016. He went to Florida State. I'm trying to tell you. I'm absolutely sure. Look it up for yourself, Everhart. If you don't know by looking at him, he's a Florida State boy. He's a Florida State boy, Malik Beasley, man. Yeah, he's a Florida State boy. He won Leonard Hamilton's kids. Okay, them boys come out ready to ball, man. I mean, the only disappointment really that's in the league from Florida State is Pat Will a little bit. And Pat Will, I think, was drafted too high. That's put too much pressure on him. 4th overall is a little too high for him. But that's the only guy. And Pat Will could play some defense too now. Pat Will can. Okay, but matter of fact, who is it? The Bulls lost, right? The Bulls lost, and it's now in the East. It's Orlando and who else? Who's the other team? It's Miami. Miami and Orlando are the two left standing out of the play-in in the East. No, I'm not going to be able to, Joshua. I'm not going to be able to, man. Not going to be able to. I'm spoiled. If I can't get near the floor, then I ain't going. I'm not one of those cats that are sitting in nosebleeds. I'll watch it from home. If I can't get near the floor, then I ain't going. Now you got me thinking, Joshua. You got me thinking. How much are them tickets? Wait, let me look, man. Wait. See, now you got me thinking. Wait. Let me take a look here. Orlando, or can you get Orlando Magic playoff tickets? See, now you done messed up. You got me thinking about this. Let me look at this mess, man. Where's some Ticket Masters? Let me look at this mess, man. SeatGeek, one of these play. Let me look at this here. The browsing activity has been paused. Get the hell out of here, man. Y'all better cut that mess out. Let me see here. Orlando, man. All right, what's here? Let me see what we got. Okay, get tickets. Okay, playoff tickets. Tickets on sale now. Well, you know, like I said, if I can't get tickets near the floor, I ain't playing. Let me see here. Wednesday the 23rd. That's game 2. Game 4 is Sunday. Let's look at Sunday, the 27th of April. Man, I got blocked. I got blocked. Oh yeah, well you can expect that HRM. OKC is that team, man. That team. And Grizz just lost their coach. Stupid ass. How you gonna fire a coach right before the play? They just, man. Some people are just stupid. Man. I mean, that's just stupid. What's up, Malik? Clean the lights. Yeah, so I'm saying, Joshua, how you gonna fire your coach right before the playoff? That's about the dumbest thing I ever seen. Let's talk about a self-inflicted wound. That was crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I wouldn't know. I don't know what the hell they was thinking. What the hell's going on here? Turn off this thing, man. I don't know. I'm having trouble getting on the site. Having trouble getting on the site. Yeah, Denver and the Grizzlies, they just gave away any chance they had to win the chip. And both of them got good teams. I mean, you know, the Grizz got a good team, man. And so does Denver. They won chip 2 years ago. You're going to wait till right before the playoffs to fire your coach? That was stupid. That was stupid. It's like, damn, you just gave away your chip. But Denver did win. Didn't they just win? Denver, oh, yeah, it's 85-40 OKC over Memphis. That's a blowout. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Oh, yeah, Denver just beat the Clippers in overtime. Yeah, we'll see. They do have Westbrook, and he is a playoff dog. There's no doubt about it. He is. So we'll see. We're going to see what happens, man. We want to see. I only want Juju and them to beat the Lakers. Oh my gosh, otherwise, did you see that? Oh, did you see that putback dunk by Mitchell Robinson? What? 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 Oh man. My goodness, man. And that's what I'm saying. Cade Cunningham said, oh, they didn't see anything different than they normally do. I was like, oh, you missed Mitchell Robinson flushing it on you? You must have missed that. Did you see him under the basket when you hesitated? Oh my gosh, man. Yo, man, that was something else, bro. On Beef Stewhead, yeah. That was, oh my gosh, man. Let me tell you something. He only played 18 minutes yesterday. I still think you're going to see MitchRob get almost 30 minutes. I still think you're going to see that. And I know he wants it. It's just that yesterday, the unit that was out there was so good, you know, you can't take them out, right? And we seen Thibs roll with that unit yesterday. That was his closing lineup. And 21-0 run is what it is, man. You know, so you was there, Jay Sniper? Was as live as it looked? Because it looked like it was off the chain, man. From the TV, it looked like it was off the chain. Man. Hey, Jabroni Z, good afternoon. Yeah, it looked like it was off the chain. Shoot. Yeah, man. I can imagine. That's right. So, look, like I said, man, Detroit has to win tomorrow. It's a must win. Detroit is facing a playoff must win tomorrow. If they do not win tomorrow, this series is over in 5. If they do not win tomorrow, this series is over in 5. It's a gentleman's sweep if they don't win tomorrow. Oh, yeah, he talk a lot of mess, but I like Malik, though. I hear you. I mean, there's people I don't like. For some reason, I can't not like Malik Beasley. I just can't not like him. I like his vibe. I like the way he stand up, talk mess, and he perform. I like Malik, man. Malik is cool. And he put it on. You was there. He put it on Brunson yesterday, but he was the one. Like I said, it was his fault that Cameron Payne went off. He should have kept his mouth shut when it came to Cam. Cam heard that, and look, Cam mama was in the stands. Cam mama was in the stands, and you talking mess to him like that. Malik should have shut up. He shouldn't have said nothing to Cam. He shouldn't have did it. Because that was it. That was it. It is an ugly dance. I agree with you, Jay, but I just can't hate. I can't hate a cat coming out of Leonard Hamilton's full program at Florida State with that attitude that they carry. Him, my man Terrence Mann, Scotty Barnes, Jonathan Isaac, they all, man. This Florida State crew, man. Them cats is rough, man. Yeah, they otherwise, they did. They should have held off. They should have pulled out and waited. But they came too quick yesterday. They came too much. But, it's all good. They're going to have to come for round 2 tomorrow. So, court case, free case. Knicks in 5 in any case, right? Knicks in 5 in any case. Any case, Knicks in 5. I'm agreeing with you, Richard Baptiste. I'm with that. Yeah, but when you're in the playoffs, one thing you cannot do is start celebrating before the game's over. You can't start celebrating in the third quarter. I'm talking about in the NBA game, period, but you're in the playoffs. You can't, no, man. You can't be doing that. And they made a mistake. That's rookie, that's young player mistake. Start rah-rahing in the third quarter. You shouldn't do that. Oh, did they? I saw the setup outside the Garden yesterday. They seem to have something set up. That's right, 80. That's right, Sadiq. That's exactly right. They up by 8 points. You got the whole fourth quarter, and you calling game? You lighting cigars? Are you crazy? Yeah, they did. They did, man. They should have helped. They should have got something to chill a little bit. Can't do that. That was a rookie mistake. Can't do that. So tomorrow night, y'all. Tomorrow night. So I expect the Pistons to be more controlled, more deliberate in their actions tomorrow. I'm expecting off-ball movement with Cade Cunningham as the primary distributor. I'm looking for Cade, who's not going to be looking for his shot a lot. He's going to be a decoy. Defensively, I don't know what else they can do. They played, really, honestly, what did y'all see? I saw Detroit playing high-level defense yesterday, and the Knicks just still did them. They were aggressive with Brunson. They played high-level defense yesterday. I thought their defense was excellent, but in fact, they did have at least 1 or 2 24-second violations on the Knicks, like 2 at least. So they played good defense, but the Knicks were just better. Down the stretch, the Knicks were just better. Right? Udonis has been in Shaq penis head. Oh man. But otherwise, them cats that come to the park with 2020 in their back pocket usually cabal though. They the ones that, oh, you got them up off their couch. So they put that pint in their back pocket and then bust you in your ass. You seen cats like that. Cats that used to be really, really good, but you missed their prime and now they coming out ready to ball. I remember cats like that when I was coming up, man. There's one cat, he just sit there and drink and watch us play. And then all of a sudden, sometimes he decided to get up. Killers, man. Killers. Mm-mm. Oh yeah. Josh Hart got to have at least one bonehead play, otherwise it's not Josh Hart. Hey, what's up, Organic Fanatic? What's up, man? You got to have at least one bonehead play, otherwise it's not Josh Hart, right? You got to have that's Josh Hart, but at the end he gonna be there though, right? He gonna be there. Oh, I just came. That's why I was late, Isaac Levy. I just came back. Me and my cousin went today. We went to the indoor range today. They closing at 2 because of Easter. I would have had this early and then gone shooting after, but the range was closing because of Easter at 2:00. So we came out there today with I brought 244s, 357s, and a 9mm. We went out there, did our thing. They do double him sporadically, Everhart. You didn't see it. They did double him. They would double him sporadically. Whenever, because it would happen during yesterday, did y'all know? Okay, so they were setting a lot of picks to set Cade free of OG. So what the Knicks would do is when Cade got free of OG, they would double him. He would get rid of the basketball, and they would try to get back to OG on him. That was part of the chess game that was going on yesterday. So they were doing a lot of picks to get OG off of him, and then when he would get OG off of him, they would double him and make him give up the rock. Yeah. So the Knicks, all of these knuckleheads trying to talk about Thibs don't know how to coach or Thibs this and Thibs that. You need to watch yesterday's game. It was a master class in strategy. A master class in strategy yesterday. Okay, a master class. So he did his thing yesterday. Instead of pulling the deuce card, he pulled the cam card out of his back pocket. He pulled the cam card out of his back pocket, and Cam came out balling. Boy had the nerve to get in his face and talk mess with his mama in the stand. Are you crazy? Oh my God. And of course, OG, now here, OG plays Cade Cunningham 8 for 21. Toughest matchup on the floor. And he scores 23 points. You know how difficult that is, yo. He scores 23 points. And held Cade Cunningham to 8 for 21. That's tough, man. That's tough, man. That's tough, man. Man, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Of course, Richard Baptiste, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yep. Cat was playing some defense in that fourth quarter. I could not even. I was like, what? This is Cat? I was happy, but I couldn't believe what I was watching. I was like, this is Cat playing some defense out here, being active. Hey, did you notice he looked like he ran a little bit better? His knee wasn't as crickety, as it was during the season. That week off really helped him. And if you remember, he took a game off, I think, before the playoffs. So I think that really helped him, man. I think that really helped him. Yeah, man. He did look rested yesterday. He was moving pretty good. Yeah, man. So it's gonna be on. I'm looking forward to tomorrow night because Detroit's going to be desperate to win this game. The Knicks have got to respond to that desperation. So we'll see. Yeah, it is. I was surprised. I wasn't surprised that Shamet coming in early. You got to understand how Thibs runs that. Shamet comes in for Mikal Bridges or Josh Hart. Deuce comes in for either Brunson or Josh Hart. So yesterday, Josh picked up 2 quick fouls. So there you had Shamet come in for Josh Hart. That's usually how he does it. That's not really unusual. I'm surprised people mention it like this was unusual. When Josh Hart gets in early foul trouble, he usually calls on Payne or Shamet. The surprise was he called on Shamet, which is really not a surprise, being that we know, how Shamet is getting his role now. Yeah, so that's not surprising. Yeah. So let's get this next win, man. Let's get this next win. Yeah, right, Michael. Right. That's exactly right. If you want to be sick, watch a Fizdale coach game. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Watch a Fizdale coach game. I'm not into Easter, Corey Lindsay. The Messiah, as far as I study, he rose from the grave at 3 a.m. on Saturday night, not sunrise. So we don't do that. He rose at 3 a.m. on Saturday night, Sunday morning. Yeah. But so I'm not into Passover is past. Yeah. Last day of Passover for us was last Friday. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. You didn't know. You didn't know. We're not into Easter. Easter bunny rabbits don't play a role in our belief system. Bunny rabbits and eggs don't play a role in our belief system. Where can you read that, Michael Everhart? All right, Organic. What you think? He asked, where can you read that? You got to look at a couple of other places. You got to look at a couple of places. You got to look at Daniel chapter 9. You got to look at Daniel chapter 8 also. You got to look at Mark chapter 1. You got to look at 3.5 and understand the significance of 3.5. How many times it appears in the Bible, which it appears a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. You got to read a lot of stuff and put it all together. You got to understand the feasts, especially the Feast of Unleavened Bread, Passover with respect to this. Yeah, you got to start all of that. Making that mushroom. What you doing, otherwise? You shaping it? You shaping it and painting it into the mushroom? Oh, God. And they up 50? Get the hell out of here. They up 50? They sure enough. Damn, hold on. They are. They're up 46 on Memphis. 101.55. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Not for no playoff game. That's not good. Kavan Berger, what's up, man? That's not good. Mets up 2. Oh, yeah, I'm following the Mets this year. Who's pitching? I'm following the Mets this year, y'all. I am. I'm following the Mets this year. Yeah, John. Poor John. Well, you know what it is. Otherwise, if somebody wants to keep these holidays, I respect your freedom to do that. But I myself am not involved with myself. My cousin asked me, what you doing for Easter? I said, Easter what? I said, we're going to shoot. You want to shoot? Let's go shoot. We're going to go shooting. And it's a good thing. They're closing at 2. We're going to shoot, man. Yeah, so anywho, I ain't gonna start. I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. This has been a nice, pleasant session, and I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna do something stupid. Organic fanatic. There's no such thing as Easter for us, Everhart. There's no such thing as Easter. It doesn't exist. So to say when I celebrate it would be like when am I going to the moon? You know, when am I going moonwalk? We don't celebrate it. So there's no such thing as Easter for me. There's no such thing. Well, let me ask you, Joshua. Yeah, let me ask you a question. What does Easter eggs and bunny rabbits have to do with anything in the Bible? I just, what does the Easter egg and a bunny rabbit? By the way, the rabbit. Well, I'm never gonna go there, but I'm just saying, there's no Easter eggs or bunny rabbits in the Bible. It's just not there. So that's all I'm saying. And not only that, let me ask you a question. How you get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday to Sunday? I don't know. And I don't know how you do that. How you get 3 days and 3 nights from Friday to Sunday? I don't know. Now I want Minnesota to beat the Lakers. I don't know about y'all. They're not carrying the one? Okay, that's what it is. They're not carrying the one. I'm not judging nobody, Bentley. I'm just saying somebody asked me. Maybe you didn't see it. Somebody asked me about it, and I'm answering the question. It's got nothing to do with judging at all. Somebody asked me a question. You probably didn't see it, and I answered it. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with judging. In fact, I think I did say I respect everybody's right to believe as they want to. Yeah. Yeah, so it is what it is. I'm hoping. Oh, Ray Floyd, I'm not going to put you on the third rail because you have an admitted Pistons fan. He said, my Pistons will cook the Knicks in game 2. Hey, you a fan. All right. Well, you know what? Ray Floyd, tomorrow is the game. Let's see what happens. I have no problem with a legit Pistons fan rooting for his team, even though I'm wondering what the hell you doing in the Knicks channel. But hey, that's you, man. Do you, boo. Do you, boo? Do you? Yeah, it's right. Sadiq, that's exactly right. Hey, like I said, thank you, but I respect everybody else's. You want to do Easter. But if you ask me why I don't, I just told you. So, so. I know, Richard Baptiste. I was so happy that Juju and them won that game. So are they playing tomorrow night? Are they playing tomorrow, Lakers, or is it Tuesday? When they playing again? Because I actually would like to see that. I would like to see that game. Are they playing tomorrow? No, they're not. They must be playing Wednesday. I want to see. Nah, they playing Tuesday? Oh, Tuesday. Okay, Corey. They playing Tuesday? Okay. All right. Yeah, I want to see that game. Told you OG was like that, Ray Floyd. You didn't want to believe us, man. But now you know. I don't really, honestly, I'm not a hater of Bron. I'm just a lover of Juju and Ragu. I'm not a hater of Bron. I don't have nothing against Bron. I don't know why people hate him. I don't understand it. I have respect for LeBron James, but I have no hate for him. None. I hope he does well. I'm just a lover of Juju and my boy Dante DiVincenzo. I want to see them win. Yeah, I don't understand I don't really get it. Why is somebody hating on him? I don't know, but I said, and somebody said, well, because he takes steroids. Well, so what? I still don't get it. So what? He takes steroids. Okay, so what? That's his body. Whatever he wants to put in it is his business. Like, I guess because I'm one that believes that Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. I believe he should be. I don't care if he took steroids. Before he took steroids, he had already won MVP twice. Before he got big, he already won MVP twice. I believe Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. Look, gambling is legal now. You know what I mean? So all this, these purists in sports kill me with that crap, man. But whatever. So LeBron, whatever. He got 4 chips. He did what he did. I got no hate for him. But I just love I want to see Juju and Ragu do their thing. I want to see them move to the next round. Let's get this on, man. Let's get this on. I did see the Villanova commercial with Dante, Hart, McCall, and Brunson. Yeah, I did see that. What I don't understand, Kavan. What does MJ have to do with hate for LeBron? I don't understand that either. Why would anybody hate LeBron because of MJ? I don't know. I don't get it. I just, maybe it's just me, obviously. Was they Guilford? Oh, I wish I had seen that. But they was beside themselves. Oh, I got you, Kavan. Oh, in other words, they're trying to protect the legacy of MJ by hating on a potential threat, which really, LeBron is not an MJ threat. They two different types of players, man. Two different eras, two different situations. You know, it is what it is, but yeah. Okay. I can see that. Oh, I got it. That makes sense. Yeah, so the hate for LeBron is just protecting MJ. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, that's what it is, otherwise. He got to fix that hairline, man. Hey, it looked like he's trying to do it. He got it squared up, right? It looked like he's trying to do it. He got it squared up. All the money he got, man, he could make himself a whole new hairline. Yeah. Yeah, so all right, let's go Mets. Just shave it off. Now, Sadiq, you're trying to say he should copy MJ. If he did that, he'd get more hate than anything. If he shaved it all off, he'd get more hate than any. He should shave it off. You're right. Polish that mess up like MJ did. MJ made ball in vogue, man. That's what he did. He made ball the deal, man. He got white people doing ball. He got white dudes doing ball and shaving that mess. MJ put that mess on the map. He put it on the map. He did. All right, LeBron Z. We was talking about the Knicks. The Knicks tomorrow night. The Pistons are in a must-win situation. They must win. If they don't win tomorrow, the series is over in 5 games. So it's a must-win for Detroit. The Knicks have got to come out understanding. Brunson has got to understand they're going to be beating his ass. He got to understand they're going to be bumping him, pushing him, grabbing him. He got to be ready to play through that. And guess what? I believe Brunson can play through that. Only concern that I have, I'm wondering how bad that right ankle is. He really grabbed that right ankle yesterday. I'm wondering how bad that right ankle is. He did change his sneakers afterwards, put them ugly violet colored sneakers on. But if it helped him, it helped him. But yeah, so. Well, I hear you, Jalen Brunson fan, but I don't feel like it's all as bad as that. I hear you, because if you get a split, then you got home court, right? Because now it's 3-2. But I'm not really worried about that. I'm really not. I'm not worried about that. But it's a must-win for Detroit. They lose tomorrow, and this series is over in 5. If they win tomorrow, the Knicks win the series in 6. The way I look at it. That's what I'm saying. Brunson wasn't even on top of his game yesterday. And that's, so I'm hoping that right ankle is good, but he's not. I can guarantee you what, he's not sitting tomorrow. Brunson's going to play. Okay, he's going to play. In fact, everybody's going to play tomorrow. So, yeah, we're going to see how this works out. I would like them to win in 5 because obviously we get that momentum, but they get more time to rest before the next series. And I'm hoping that Orlando pushes Boston at least to 6. Don't let Orlando show up the way the Grizzlies are showing up today. But I'm hoping that Orlando can push Boston to 6 and the Knicks could take these cats down in 5. That would give us a little rest. You think so, Don? I hope you're right. I hope you're right about that. He said it's gonna be like Philly last year. I hope you're right about that. I hope you are. I would love that. Shoot. I don't know really. Yeah, so let's see what happens. I'd like Knicks in 4, but I'm trying to be real about it. Pistons are a good team. So don't be surprised if they win a game, at least one. They may win more than one. But they're a good team. Don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. You know. Yeah, they do play at 3:30 today. So I'm gonna watch that Orlando game. Yeah, I'm looking at a 5-game gentleman sweep. If the Knicks win tomorrow, 5. 5. The Knicks win tomorrow. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, Thun. You got it. We're gonna see. We really are. Tomorrow's gonna be. We're gonna see. Tobias Harris is a pro's pro, so I don't know what to expect from him. He's gonna be steady, man. Brown who? So I'm sorry, Malik. Brown who? Who are you talking about? Brown who? I ain't catch that. Oh, yeah, I think Boston's healthy. I think Boston's Jalen Brown. I think Boston's completely healthy. Let me just see. I think they're. I don't think is anybody on their injured list. Let's take a look. No, they're completely healthy. Everybody's ready for Boston. Everybody's ready. Yeah, Brown is ready. Everybody, the whole crew is ready to go. So we're gonna see. I don't sleep on Orlando though. Don't sleep on them. Nah, he ain't self-checked, Dooney. This is the league, man. He had dudes pushing up on him. Once he started hitting them shots in the first half, he wasn't getting them freebies like that in the second half. No, it ain't just like he's no, it's not. He's self-checked. That's the street ball, man. You talking street ball. This is the league, man. You know, it's the league right here. You know, street ball, self-check. I ain't heard that since we played in the street in a long time. They're going. Yeah, no, ain't no self-check in the league, man. Yeah, no, anyway. So, no, Orlando's not completely healthy. They're missing Mo Wagner and they're missing Suggs. They're starting Corey Joseph. They're bringing Cole Anthony off the bench, but they're missing Suggs and Wagner. Oh, you from Hempstead? Okay. That's why you get that self-check. That's why you're talking that self-check stuff. Okay. All right. All right. Trice. Okay. My family was come and gone from Hempstead. We came there in the 20s, and I think only my cousin's out there still. Rory. Yeah, I don't know if you know Rory, but my cousin Rory I think he's the only one out there still. I have fam from Uniondale, Freeport, and Hempstead, but we all came up here from Florida and Hempstead back in the 20s. Yeah. So now all of us are dead or old. You in Queens, okay? From Uniondale, Nassau Coliseum territory. Yeah, Prodigy and Method Man from Hempstead. That's right. Isn't Craig Mack from Hempstead too? Isn't Craig Mack? That's right, country folk joke, Corey. I ain't gonna front. I think Craig Mack's from Hempstead too. All right. It's Roosevelt. Okay. Craig Mack was from Wyandanch? No way. Craig Mack was from Wyandanch? I did not know that. I thought he was from Hempstead. Okay. I did not know that. Craig Mack is from Wyandanch? He from the ditch. Oh, okay. He a gangster. Yeah, we was anyway. Rest in peace. Okay. Oh, a lot of hip hop artists come off of Long Island. A lot of hip hop artists come off of Long Island. A whole lot. A lot of talented artists come off of Long Island. Okay, so yeah, we got game out there in Strong Island. We got game out there. You think so, Ray Floyd? You think you're gonna come back? So Ray Floyd, let me ask you. You're the Pistons guy here. So what's the adjustment they're gonna make with OG on Cade? What you think, Ray Floyd? What you think? I'm thinking they're gonna make Cade Cunningham more of a decoy and make him more of a playmaker in game 2. And be looking to try to get off-ball movement with Tobias, Malik, and Hardaway. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, yeah, and they're gonna try to put Cat in a lot of pick and roll because he's weak there. They did it yesterday. They did that yesterday. They're gonna continue to do that. Yeah, they did that yesterday. But and they played good defense. The Knicks just came through, man. So we'll see. Nah, Ivy ain't coming back for no playoffs. He's gonna be done. I mean, if they get past this round, I can see maybe, but you ain't gonna see Ivy yet. There's a lot that goes into getting ready to come back, especially coming back playoff time. Y'all should have seen. We seen that last year with the Knicks, with OG trying to come back in the playoffs, and MitchRob too. It's hard to come back in the playoffs. It's hard to make your comeback then. Hard to do it. Yeah, Beasley ain't no bum. Nah, I never see. I don't know who calling Beasley a bum. Beasley ain't no bum. That's a Florida State alum. He ain't no bum. That boy is from Leonard Hamilton's crew. Yeah, Sadiq, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you're going to see Ivy this year. Maybe next year. Who's Airport? Who you talking about? Who's Airport otherwise? Who's that? Airport. Who's that? Crazy. Don't sleep on them, though. Don't sleep on them. They good, man. Don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. They good. Give Detroit they pride. Oh, who Porty? I don't know. I don't think he's going to play. I think they talking a lot of mess. I think he'll be available. I don't think he'll play. Especially if MitchRob stays healthy. He ain't going to play. But I'm looking forward to seeing Ariel next season, though. I am. That third center next season. Ooh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Oh, yes. All right, my brothers and sisters out here. I don't see many sisters. I know we have a couple, but my brothers, Miss Margaret Edwards was here. I think Miss Stevenson was here. I think Bernadette was here. So I had some sisters here, mostly brothers. All right, testosterone brothers. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We will be discussing the game tomorrow, after, both before and after. Of course, we won't be discussing it the same night because I'll be too hyped. But Tuesday, for sure. For sure. Please be safe out there. Shalom.